Hello, I'm Asif Illyas, and welcome back. Thanks for joining me on episode number 8, and the year is 1985. And actually, it's pretty crazy that the stars aligned, because this week, it seems as though on social media and all over, it's all about Kate Bush, because Stranger Things basically rekindled the fire of the song Running Up That Hill, which is a Kate Bush song from 1985 as well. But today, we're going to do a song from the same album called Cloudbusting. And Kate Bush is an incredible artist. She started with the hit in 1977, Wuthering Heights, and she has been a really big influence in my songwriting and just my love for music, because she's so adventurous. And her production and her attention to detail and use of music from all around the world is just incredible. And I have a very special guest here today. I want to introduce Kirsty Money over here, if you can see her on this side.
Hello.
And Kirsty and I have been friends for,
ever since I moved to Halifax.
That's right. And in the band Mir, Kirsty played violin, and she's a first violinist in Symphony Nova Scotia. Mm-hmm. And she has, she's one of the most talented musicians that I know.
Oh,
it's true. I mean, she picks up stuff so fast. She's done a lot of work on the film scores that I've had the pleasure of doing, and she's come in and just nailed parts, in 2 seconds. So, it's really great. So, you play the violin in the symphony, first violin.
Yes, I do.
But you have something very interesting there.
Yes,
and
I do.
And This, I'm just going to let Kirsty tell you a little bit about this really fascinating and ancient instrument from Sweden.
Yes, so this is a Swedish Nyckelharpa that I'm playing. And Nyckel in Swedish means key, so that's these things here. Whee! And harpa means strings, so keyed strings, and this is kind of the official folk music instrument of Sweden, and it has a very long history. So yes, I play on 3 rows here, and there's 2 behind here, and I play on 4 strings, and it has a real rich resonating sound.
It's really super cool.
I've got my own built-in reverb. And that's because there are 12 strings. I don't know if you can see them with the camera.
Maybe.
But there are 12 strings that I have strung up across the bridge. And I don't play these strings. They're called sympathetic strings. And they ring with the corresponding notes that I'm playing on my playing strings.
Like a sitar.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sitar. This is the Swedish version of the sitar. And I've been playing this instrument now for 7 years. Gosh, that went really fast, didn't it?
Yeah, time is just going on. In the last 2 years with the pandemic.
Well,
it's just,
I mean, I don't have any sense of time
anymore.
I know. So and one of the things that's really cool with this instrument I have found is that you can not only, of course, play the Swedish, Scandinavian traditional repertoire on it, but it's also pretty adaptable to all kinds of genres. And I like finding particular tunes that I think sound even better with the Nyckelharpa, and I think this might be one of them, this Kate Bush song, Cloudbusting.
Yes, so Kate Bush, this song particularly, I mean, it's from the album, let me see if we can pull it up here, Hounds of Love, a very important album. If you haven't heard this, in fact, now all of you guys who now know Kate Bush because of the Stranger Things Netflix thing, pick this up, stream it from Spotify or whatever you do, because it is an incredible journey, this album. The moods, there's all sorts of exploration in different. And I don't know how many times you would have listened to this album. I just had it on repeat.
Yep, countless times. Yeah, just listen to this. It's totally my high school, so that ages me a bit. But every time I hear this album, I think of certain places and friends that we just loved this album. And there's lots of earworms, lots of those tunes just as they get stuck in your head,
Under Ice and Jig of Life. So shall we give it a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Cloudbusting. We're going to call Ava in here in a second when I switch to my other mix. And Ava will be singing Cloudbusting by Kate Bush. Here we go. Hello, Ava.
Hello.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I still dream of Argonaut. I wake up crying. You're making rain, and you're just in reach. You and sleep escape me. You're like my yo-yo that glowed in the dark. What made it special, made it dangerous. So I bury it and forget. You could see them coming. You look too small in that big black car to be a threat to the man in power. I hid my yo-yo in the garden. I can't hide you from the government. Oh God, Daddy, I won't forget. Cause every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun coming out. Ooh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when, but just saying it could even make it happen. Yeah, Cause every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun coming out. Ooh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when, but just saying it could even make it happen.
Thank you, Kirsty.
Thank you.
And Ava.
What a great tune. Kate Bush.
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.
Oops.